acceleration begin. My children, things are about to become very serious in many ways. There are things that you have been expecting, and there are many other things that will surprise you. There has never been a time like this before in the history of the earth, as the fulfillment of all things is coming to pass before your very eyes. There are two realities colliding, and the fallout will be massive. For those who have walked in obedience with me and are my overcomers, you have been trained for this season, and you are equipped to battle in the way that I have taught you to battle through my sword of the Spirit. For those who have not heeded my warnings, those who continue to walk in idolatry and not have put me as their first love, much fear, anguish and gnashing of teeth is here. There is no more time to walk in the ways of the world and only have me on the sidelines, for truly I tell you, just as in the days of Noah, so are these days which are now here. People carry on and don't want to believe the truth of my words being fulfilled in real time. But I'm here to declare to you there is now an acceleration in the Spirit, an acceleration of glory for those overcomers who will now move from glory to glory as I mature them, strengthen them, and give them an even deeper understanding of what is now to be done. Parallel to this is the acceleration of evil. This also must play out so that choices are made, because I tell you, the hourglass is empty and the choice must be made for me or against me, and this, the tribulation of my church, is the last call. You who have been brought through the fire and refined, you who have been molded into my instruments of righteousness will be accelerated into a knowing and a position which will bring you great peace, and, as you have prayed for, great joy will also come with this. You will see things as I see them, and you will understand that this has to be the way, because my design is perfect, and, this design is what will bring in a very large harvest. You will be instrumental, you who have overcome, you who are my mature sons and daughters, you who are my crown jewels. You will be instrumental in leading, counseling, and ministering to the larger body of my church who will experience great trials, persecution, and for some, even death. It is just like the ranks of a military, the armed forces, or any specialized forces who have been taken out and chosen for a certain task in order that others may be helped and saved, and come into the fold. There must be leaders for those who have not yet prepared for this season in this realm. There must be those who walk by example, always in humility, complete obedience and full surrender in every area of their lives, and, as I have always taught you, humility and obedience is the key. Discipline, resilience, faith, and trust will move you into the higher anointing, where you will understand that to whom much is given, much is required. I will use my finished vessels to bring in those who have not completely given their lives to me in all its fullness, those who still continue to put spouse, family, relationships, work and all types of things before me, when my commandments have always been love me with all of your heart, mind, soul and strength, and then love others. But, I must be first. To you who have become my overcomers, my Spirit will rest on you, and you will minister in great love, mercy and truth, compassion, patience, and kindness, because you will see each soul as I see them with no judgment and no condemnation, as only I can judge the heart of the man. Only I know the motives of each soul I have created. You, my jewels, will be those who will be the embodiment of me, a real and tangible example and manifestation of my presence in the natural, collectively around the earth. All the while, tribulation pours forth. This acceleration is happening now on many levels. You are very well aware, if you are walking intimately with me, that not only has there been an acceleration of my presence in those who love me and have put me first, but also in the evil that has been released on the earth. There is an acceleration of agendas, an acceleration of manifestations of all types of the dark kingdom, as they work feverishly towards their goals. There is an acceleration of time which is very apparent at this point, an acceleration of events, as the signs in the skies and the heavens are undeniable. I am shouting from every angle, and my trumpets have sounded, and, I say to the masses, do you not hear them? A great and terrible day is upon you, and woe to those who have not heeded my instructions and who have not repented, and have not surrendered their lives to me and made me their first love. I have made myself very clear for so long. The instructions have ever been before you in my word. I have sent watchmen and prophets, and messengers and scribes. I have sent teachers and ministers and evangelists. I have shouted from the heavens my plans, my design and my instructions, but so few want me, so few believe, and so now all will see, all will know, all will be made apparent, all will be exposed. I will give the unrepentant the consequences of the desires of their heart, as I move forward in my design, closing this age of grace. Then every soul will know and see and perceive that I am. For those walking intimately with me, your position is to stand firm, exercise great discipline throughout your days, come to me in absolutely everything, even in the smallest detail, asking for my counsel and my will, walk in humility and great love. For those who are unrepentant and compromising around you will continue to fall deeper into the deception and darkness, because they have not yet chosen to commit to me fully. Yet, I must caution you who are my own, only speak of me now when I instruct you to do so, for those who require further testing must be in the correct position and frame of mind to receive what you are saying, or you could interfere with their process of maturing, as they are not quite ready. Remember, only I know when a heart is softened and ripe for receiving truth. Their experience in this realm must be their experience, and it will be painful to watch. However, their testing will save them ultimately from eternal darkness and separation from me. My work in them must be done, and as my remnant, those chosen beforehand to lead, your position is to pray fervently and earnestly for them. Pray that I will do whatever it takes to bring them to complete surrender and brokenness, as my will is done, in order that they may find me. For what does it gain a man to have everything in this world, only to lose his soul? As you see the unthinkable play out now, always remember that I am in control. Do not take your eyes off of me, and, although you will experience much, and much more, I will always provide for you and protect you, for you are mine. Nothing can separate you from the love I have for you. I will strengthen you, and I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. I am your refuge and fortress. I am your shield. My child, I am the image of my Father, the firstborn over all creation. In me, all things were created, things in heaven and things on earth, everything visible as well as invisible, whether thrones or dominions, or rulers or authorities. All things were created through me and for me. I am before all things, and in me all things hold together. Behold, I have proclaimed unto the end of the world, say to the daughter of Zion, behold, your salvation comes and my reward is with me, and my work before me. Daughter, I am here, I see all, and I know all. I am in the greatest as well as the smallest details of your life. Your burdens are heavy and you carry so much. Have I not said that my yoke is easy and my burden light? That you are to cast your cares on me, and I will sustain you? Your heart and your mind are troubled about so many things, but I am in control. The finish line for you and those who walk intimately with me is so very, very close now. I have seen you through the victory. As I have already won this victory for you, you will not fail, as the great I Am within you is ever present and granting you wisdom for each situation. I am finalizing the sealing of all who are my overcomers. As your vessels are prepared and equipped for my great outpouring, you have been positioned, my children, according to my perfect design, for the assignments you now move into for this new season. But first, I will shake all things, and I will make aware to all my presence, and what it means to have the fear of the Lord. You ask me, why I haven't come for you yet? Why haven't I healed and strengthened you? Why is there this much evil? But my precious child, you cannot possibly know the love I have as Creator for my children, those who I have intricately formed in my image, those who are with me from before this time was. You want me to move, but in my long suffering, and in my mercy, I wait for that very last soul to find truth, to find me, and to know me as their daddy and their first love. I was the one who sacrificed my life that day on Calvary for every soul I created. I was the only one willing to die and shed my blood in order that each one would live with me eternally, if they would only choose me. I was the only one who rose from the dead and made a way for each soul to come back home, and I am the only one who knows at which moment I will say, enough, it is time. I will move, I assure you, I will move like I have never moved before, and the world will know who I am. And, it will be at the appointed time which is upon you so suddenly now. You must believe my words when I tell you, this is the last hour. You are at the end of the ways of man. All that is founded on sinking sand is crumbling right before your eyes. Only you who are steadfast and firmly rooted in me are on the solid rock of my foundation. I am the refuge of all those who fear me. Flee now into my ark of safety and pray for me to keep you from this hour of trial. The way has become so much more narrow now, the way of the Master, the way to holiness and righteousness. I have warned, and I have prepared all you that these things would happen, and that my children would see much. Tell them, child, and always remember to come to me for my perspective on everything. What you are witnessing now and in the coming near hours and days will bring many to their knees, just as I have designed. Worship me in spirit and in truth, in fear and in trembling, for you know not which is the hour I come. The time is now come that judgment must begin at the house of God. This is what you are witnessing now, and there will be an increase in persecution, just as my word states. Those who walk so closely with me understand another great shift has taken place in the spirit, and I am carefully measuring the hearts of all who say they belong to me. The motives of men are being recorded as I speak, and there will be an accounting and a recompense for every word and every deed. My church is now undergoing a great shaking which is to cause brokenness, humility and repentance. This crushing and purging that is now taking place is causing great upheaval in my body worldwide, and you are seeing the great unraveling. I will bring down the false prophets and liars and all your enemies, as all heart motives will be exposed. This is the beginning of the great and terrible day of the Lord. Be extremely circumspect in all areas of life, as things are not as they appear. Not all who say they are of me represent me. Great discernment is crucial, as to not be deceived. Be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. As the evil intensifies to an even greater degree than before, you are seeing manifestations of the dark kingdom in plain sight, as all that has been hidden in darkness is exposed. As you can see, a choice for truth or deception must be made now. The hour is much later than you know. Persecutions will only increase, and my churches will be closed. Those who live in compromise and walk in idolatry, those who have put men and religion, traditions and rituals before me will panic, as they have no firm ground to stand on, but I will protect and provide for my remnant who is overcome. As you see all throughout my word, great suffering must take place in order that hearts are broken, and my children are brought to a place where they must make a choice to completely surrender and obey all my commandments in every aspect of life with no exception, or a choice to continue to compromise. It is the only way that the separation that has been foretold is being fulfilled. I say to you now, this separation is almost complete. I'm now separating all those who are not completely committed in every area of life from those who are. A great distinction is forming. This will determine for each soul the next season of refining that is required in order to join me in my kingdom. Prepare you who still remain lukewarm. Circumcise your hearts and not your garments. Your last opportunity to choose me wholeheartedly is here and now. Do not hesitate, as my trumpet is sounding and my call goes forth to bring to me my own.